Welcome back to this, the final stage of what has been an exciting and thoroughly enjoyable pageant. In just a moment, the judges will make their decision known, and a new Miss Canada will begin her reign. Earlier, Dominique mentioned the busy schedule tonight's winner will face, and our reigning Miss Canada, Cynthia Kereluk, will certainly confirm that. Here are Cynthia's thoughts on some memorable highlights of her year.
Miss Canada 1984, Miss Edmonton, Cynthia Kereluk.
To say I was thrilled to hear my name at last year's pageant is, as you can see, an understatement. But as excited as I was that night, it didn't really hit me until I returned to Edmonton for my homecoming. I met one of my sponsors from CFRN, Dan Kaufman, and all of my friends from the Miss Edmonton pageant. It was really an emotional experience. I got such a warm reception there from so many people, including some executives from Sunwapta Broadcasting and Miss Teen Canada 1983, Laurie Ashton Smith, also from Edmonton. Then, in the spring, I was off to London, thanks to British Airways, who flew me first class across the Atlantic for the first time in my life. Our host hotel in London was the luxurious Holiday Inn Swiss Cottage, and it was terrific. But so was London. I played the real tourist and took tons of pictures. Why, I even made this guard blush by kissing him on the cheek. Of course, I had to feed the pigeons in Trafalgar Square, see the Tower of London, and ride the famous tube. And with my love of theater, I could not resist the Old Vic. My duties took me all across Canada, so I didn't get back home to Edmonton until Klondike Days last July. That was when I realized how proud I had made everyone, which made me even prouder. What can I say? Hank Alisic, look out. As for my abilities as a pancake flipper, well, with my judo training, I think I'm better at flipping people. One of the greatest highlights of the year was my trip to the 1984 Miss Universe pageant in Miami. It was a truly fantastic experience, meeting girls from all over the world. During those 25 days, we saw all of the sights in Miami, and I made some lasting friendships. We had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, but we also worked very hard during rehearsals. In the end, the feeling I came away with was pride. Pride in knowing that I was representing my country to the rest of the world, and that makes everything worthwhile.
It is certainly a year to remember with fondness and pride. And now, here she is making her final appearance as Miss Canada 1984. Please welcome Cynthia Kereluk.
She has this beautiful sass, plus a touch of class. It's all there, that's all up there, plus a touch of class.
Thank you and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Memories of this past year spent living in Toronto as Miss Canada leave me smiling, more knowledgeable, but at a loss for words. For how do you thank someone who has taken you from crayons to perfume? Special thank yous go out to CFRN of Edmonton and Clio Productions for having made this past year possible. It's difficult to sum up this year's experiences in any other words than thank yous, and I have thank yous for my special friends here in Toronto for opening up their hearts and homes to me. To my friends in Edmonton and Summerland, who really have become my family, I thank you for always being there. To all of the contestants, I wish you all the best, and may each one of you find what makes you happiest in life. To Miss Canada 1985, have a wonderful year, but remember that it isn't the title that will make your year worthwhile one, but rather what you choose to make of having the title. And to all of you, I wish the very best of life. I made it without crying. Thank you.
Miss Canada 1984, Cynthia Kereluk. Thank you, Cynthia. Well, the moment is here. I have been informed that the judges have reached a final decision. The results have been tabulated, and I will ask Cynthia Kereluk to perform one final duty and accept the envelope from the auditor. Thank you, Cynthia. You have been a delightful Miss Canada. I have the name of the new Miss Canada and the 3 runners-up. I will announce the names of our winners, beginning with the 3rd runner-up. The 3rd runner-up is Miss Lethbridge. The 2nd runner-up for the Miss Canada crown is Miss Niagara. The next name will be the 1st runner-up, the 2nd most important award tonight. If for any reason Miss Canada cannot complete her reign, the 1st runner-up will assume the title. The 1st runner-up is Miss Kitchener-Waterloo, Miss Canada 1985, Miss Calgary, Tilley. Canada 1985, Tilley from Calgary, Alberta. What a delightful Miss Canada she will be, Tilley from Calgary. And now we wish her well for the coming year. And right now we would like to thank our special guest for tonight, Patrice Black. Thank you so much for joining us and lending your voice to us. Dennis Simpson, thank you, my friend, for being here. We have to say goodbye to the lovely outgoing Miss Canada, and she has been a delight. Cynthia Kereluk, thank you so much. Now you can drive. And my lovely co-host, Dominique Dufour, thank you. I couldn't do it without you. And now, for all of us here, I'm Jim Perry saying thank you and good night from Miss Canada 1985. Good night, everyone.